That was one of the things that you had said on stage, that without my team and those relationships, we wouldn't have been able to accomplish the things that we accomplished. And obviously building a rapport is the first step with that. But even within the FBI, what are some of the things that you've seen of great ways to build relationships and the results of that? Because I think in this day and age, we sometimes tend to look at technology and automation as ways to maybe speed up or bypass the need to build rapport and relationships. But what's your take?
Well, the relationships for us are extremely important. I tell people that you may think the FBI is a large organization, and we are large, but there are more police officers in New York City than there are FBI agents across the entire nation, right? So we couldn't do what we wanted to do without the help and without the cooperation of our federal, state, local partners, and even our private sector partners, right? So you're right, relationships really are vital to what we're trying to accomplish. But just like with an individual building rapport, you got to build that trust, right? And again, it goes back to the authentic reason that you're there. Are you coming across, and how do you treat that individual? At the end of the day, everything is about respect, right? So I know there's a guy that we arrested. I must have arrested him 1997, 98 timeframe. And he was the chief of staff for the mayor of the city of Richmond, back in Richmond, Virginia. Yeah. And I won't go into, how we got there, but at the end of the day, there were multiple conversations that I had with this individual. And then I had to convince this individual to cooperate with us because we were going after the mayor, because we eventually arrested the mayor of the city of Richmond. Now, he could have said, look, I'm doing this. This is all I'm going to do. Once we're done, I don't want anything to do with you, because, he went to jail for a few years. Mm-hmm. I got a call from him last year about something. We're talking nearly 20 years later. He's still calling me on the phone and still talking to me. And the key to all that, and I'm convinced any FBI agent will tell you this, the key to all that is how we treat people, right? Particularly the people that don't expect to be treated well, right? So whether or not it's the subject, or whether or not it's a person who thinks they don't have any power, they don't have any money, they're living the wrong side of town, or nobody's ever treated me well before in the past, right? Whether it's prior law enforcement or the dog catcher, nobody's ever treated me well. It goes back to what we said earlier, our biases, our expectations. People still talk to us months, years later, because we were willing to treat them with respect and build that relationship. Because if you can go in, you can have a one-time conversation and you might get what you want, but it's over, it's done, right? So we know that in the process of building a case, it's going to take a long time. And if we screw that up from the beginning, then we're never going to get the real result that we intend.